So it's Christmas Eve, and I'm spending it alone. That's right, completely alone.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So, today's topic we'll be talking about why more men are choosing to remain single in 2025. This trend has been glowing over the past few years. So, you guys have put the videos together so that you watch and learn. I'll be back to share my two cents, what I think about today's video.
So it's Christmas Eve, and I'm spending it alone. That's right, completely alone. Same thing for New Year's Eve and New Year's, and it's my decision. It's not like I can't have anyone beside me, it's just my decision. I thought about it this morning. I thought about the positives of being single, and I am completely independent. Completely independent. No one's blowing up my phone. Where you been? Where you at? Where you going? What you got planned? What's next? What's after that? I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life. I don't need another human being that I have to pay all their shit for. I don't need it. Okay? But Chris, don't you want to get laid? No. I got laid thousands of times in my life. Thousands of times. And I controlled my urges. I have no desire like I used to. Not that I wouldn't, but I just don't, I'm not like, damn, I need to bust a nut. Like, damn, I need to find a shorty. Damn, I need to ejaculate. Damn, I need to masturbate. No, I don't even have wet dreams. I'm good. I'm good in that department. I'm good. And that's the best thing I've ever done in my life was to be single, and to control my sexual urges. Saved me a lot of headaches, a lot of time, a lot of aggravation, a lot of money, and what else can I say? Now, is there a woman out there? Maybe there is a woman out there. But listen, guys, even some women will say the same thing about men, that they want to be independent and alone, they don't want men, yada yada. So it goes both ways. But would I ever see, the only woman I would ever consider is if she was like in her lower to mid 20s in age, and she is smart and is able to carry a conversation, is modest and is loyal. That's the only woman I'll consider. I'm not getting with anybody in their 30s. That's just not going to happen. I'm not getting with anybody that's been ran through. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. I'll stay by myself. All right? So those are the standards I have now. They're not too far-fetched. I mean, getting someone in their 20s is pretty easy for me, but getting someone in her 20s and can actually carry a conversation, that's a whole different animal. That's why I think it's an impossibility. And I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm telling you guys, try it out. You'll fucking love it.
Well, hello there. I was thinking about some of our men, and I looked at single men on basically why do so many single men stay single so long? And basically they can't say because well, there's nothing out here. I don't see anything. That ain't right because there's a lot more good women out here looking for a good man than what there is good men out here looking for a good woman. A lot of time us men, what we do, we tend to think a little bit higher of ourselves than what we ought to. So because the truth of the matter is one of the reasons that we stay single for so long is that we enjoy having many options instead of just choosing one. At my church, I was talking to one of the young ministers, sharp young man, got a lot of good things going for him. And I asked him, I said, how long you been single? And you say you want to get married, but how long you been single? He said, maybe about 10 or 11 years. I said, you know why you been single for 10 or 11 years? He said, why? I said, because you like being in a season of just having different options with all the single ladies knowing that you single. And I said, so that's basically it, because you the kind of guy that if you ever chose one, that's the one that you're going to zero in on, probably for the rest of your life. But that's just the kind of guy that you are. Okay. And I told him, I said, now you're in your 40s. I said, now, usually when you turn 45, there's a 90% chance that you've already lived longer than you're going to live. And you're probably as healthy as you ever going to be, because we don't get older and get healthier. So, bruh, quit playing with yourself, because, you're not, there's some things you need to be thinking about seriously right now. All right. Just would really love to hear your thoughts on that. And as you know, all these things come out of my book, Wisdom from a Father You May Have Never Had. But love to hear your comments on that one, okay?
Why do so many intelligent men stay single? Here's the problem. A lot of intelligent men actually have interesting personalities, interesting lifestyles. They have a lot to offer to a woman. They have great jobs, they have great businesses. But due to their intelligence, they often think too much and act too little. If you overthink a lot, because you're good at thinking, because you're good at analyzing, then generally speaking, you don't tend to take as much action. You don't tend to execute as much. That means when you see a woman you're actually interested in, you're not going to go and approach her. Instead, you're going to think about it. That's why a lot of men get to their limits in social interactions, especially with women, because they tend to overthink as much and they don't take any action. Intelligence doesn't automatically lead to execution. And if you never walk up to a woman, and if you never dare to step outside of your comfort zone, then you're just not going to be able to think yourself into new experiences. And that's exactly why so many intelligent men stay single, stay alone, stay stuck, because they're not able to channel what's in their head into action and execution.
So that's a video, guys. So I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Why are men choosing to be single in 2025? So there is a changing of gender roles and expectations. Over the years, traditional gender roles have been shifting, guys, and for many men, this challenge is liberating. However, it also comes with additional pressure. Men are now expected to balance being emotional, open, and vulnerable while still adhering to society standards of being strong providers. For some men, this new expectation feels overwhelming, leading them to opt out of relationships altogether. For instance, some men feel that the pressure to constantly prove they are worthy in modern relationship is more than they're willing to take on. Instead, they choose to focus on themselves, their careers, or hobbies without additional emotional or financial obligations. There's also financial stability is a major concern. Economic challenges like the raised cost of living and deflation have hit men hard. In 2025, financial stability is a critical factor in deciding whether to pursue a relationship or remain single. Many men feel they cannot meet the financial standards demand often associated with relationships, such as dates, gifts, or even eventual marriage and family planning. Choosing to stay single allows them to focus on saving money, paying off debt, and building wealth without additional financial strain of supporting a partner. There's also fear of divorce and legal risk. Another significant reason is the fear of legal risk associated with marriage or long-term relationship. Many men have observed friends or family members go through painful divorce, lose asset, custody battles, or ensuring emotional toll. These stories serve consciously tells that encourage them from committing to marriage or even serious relationship. The rise of conversation about men rights in divorce and family court system has made some men wary of the potential consequences, leading them to prioritize their personal freedom over commitment. There is also pursuit of personal growth and happiness. A growing number of men are prioritizing personal growth, mental health, and self-care. With increasing awareness of the importance of mental well-being, many men feel they need to work on themselves before committing to a partner, or they simply prefer staying single because it allows them to focus entirely on their own goals. In 2025, being single is no longer seen as lonely or undesirable. Instead, it's often a conscious choice for self-improvement and happiness. There's also the rise of the hookup culture. Casual dating and hookup culture popularized by dating apps have made it easier than ever to enjoy companionship without the emotional or time commitment of a relationship. For some men, this arrangement feels like the perfect balance. They can enjoy the benefits of companionship without dealing with the challenges maintaining a relationship. However, this shift has led to debates about the emotional cost of casual relationship and whether to provide lasting satisfaction. Unrealistic expectation from both sides. Men also report feeling that modern dating comes with unrealistic expectations. They feel for everything from their experience or appearance and income to their emotional intelligence. With social media amplifying perfection, some men believe they never measure up to what's expected of them, which leads to frustration and disagreement from the dating scene. There's also distrust in relationship. With increasing discussions about infidelity, manipulation, and toxic behavior, some men have grown scripted about relationship. Stories of being used as a placeholder patterns or being ghosted rapidly have been main way of worry open up of committing. The distrust is a major factor for men who would rather stay single than risk emotional harm. There is a strong focus on freedom and independence. One of the most appealing aspects of being single is the freedom it offers. Men who prioritize their independence may feel the need to a relationship to lead fulfilling life. They can pursue their passion, spend with family, and live life on their own terms without to compromise for a partner. There is also lack of role models for healthy relationship. Many men in 2025 have grown up witnessing unhealthy or failed relationship in their families or social circles. Without positive examples of successful loving partnership, they feel hesitate to pursue relationship themselves. Instead, they choose to avoid what they perceive as potential or disappointment. The influence of social media and red pill communities. Social media and online communities have played a significant role in shaping men's perspective on dating. Red pill and similar movement often encourage men to focus on self-improvement and avoid relationship, arguing that modern dating dynamics are stuck against them. All these messages can prioritize their influence how men approach women. So, why men are choosing to be single in 2025? It's a complex of things.